Hey guys, it's Aditya again with Inspira Advantage. Thanks so much for joining us on our How to Get into Medical School web series. Today we'll be talking about filling in the AMCAS application. So we're just going to be talking about the portions of the AMCAS application that are standardized and fill in the blank. There are other portions of the AMCAS such as uploading letters of recommendation and personal statement that we'll be talking about in future videos. For the most part, this is all fairly cut and dry. But there are some parts of this application, such as the work and activities section, in which you can really try to make your application stand out amongst all the ones that medical schools are reviewing. Section 1 is your identifying information. This is where you put down your name, birth date, any associated IDs with your application, and your gender. Section 2 is where you put down the schools that you attended. You put down your high school, you put down all the undergraduate institutions that you've gone to, and the most important part about this section is making sure that you request transcripts properly. You will need to send an official copy of your transcript from every single undergraduate institution that you've gone through. And to do this, you will need to use the official AMCAS transcript request form. If you don't do this, this could cause delays in processing of your application and you may not be in the pool of applications that medical schools are reviewing. Section 3 is your demographic information. This is where you put down your citizenship, legal residence, number of languages spoken, the information of your parents and any siblings. Here you will put down your contact information, including the email that AAMC will use for all correspondence regarding medical schools. Make sure this is one that you check often. Section 4 is where you enter your coursework. So even though you're giving your transcript to AMCAS, they also require that you manually put in your own courses into the application. And you have to really make sure that these are accurate 100%. The GPA that gets calculated through your manual inputs needs to match whatever is on your transcripts. After listing all your courses, you'll also have to classify the courses that you took. And Section 5 may be the most important section of this AMCAS application. This is where you talk about your work and activities. In this section, you have the opportunity to input a total of 15 activities. 3 of these activities can be highlighted as meaningful experiences. What this means is that you're telling medical schools that these 3 activities are the most important ones in your application. And as a result, you'll have more room in your application to talk about them. Now, for most of these activities, you'll have about 700 characters in which you can describe the experience in your application. This is where you can make yourself look as unique as possible. Instead of just telling me the job requirements or the responsibilities of a role, you can use these 700 characters to really reflect on what that activity meant to you and what did you learn from that experience. For example, if you worked as a scribe, most people know what a scribe does. So instead of telling me that as a scribe you followed the physician into the room and took notes for them while they saw the patient, you can describe more of the experience that you had, the reflections that you had during the process, and what did that experience mean to you. This is especially important for the 3 activities that you're going to choose as your most meaningful ones. They actually almost double the amount of characters that you are allowed to have for the meaningful experiences. You have about 1,300 characters in which you can describe the activity in detail on your application. Another standardized portion of this application is the test score section. You only have to include scores that you've released to the AAMC. Typically, if you've already released your MCAT score to the AAMC, this may be automatically uploaded into your application. So those are all the sections in which you're filling out information manually in the standardized application form. In future videos, we'll be going more in depth into other parts of the application, such as crafting your personal statement. Well guys, thanks so much for watching our video. I hope you really enjoyed it and I hope you're following along on our entire How to Get into Medical School web series. See you next time.